Good evening. Welcome to Open House. My name is Michael Coffey, and I teach your students AP Literature and Composition. We're looking at my Canvas page, and this is the dashboard for those of you who are unfamiliar with Canvas. And I want to try to negotiate this with you so that you can get a sense of, if you've not utilized Canvas before, of where everything is. So your students will select AP English Literature for the class. This is the home page. The home page became standard this year for all Canvas pages. And on this home page, you've got my contact information. So my email address is there, and my telephone extension is there. If it turns out, actually, that during this virtual world that we live in, you've got issues that you need to talk to me about during office hours. My extension for my classroom am I in here both days? I am. So my extension for my classroom is 20196. Sorry, I don't have that memorized, but it's 20196, or of course, the office can patch you through to me. However, something that I'm going to be showing you momentarily, I may be meeting with students during office hours. That's kind of the point of the office hours. And so if there's an urgent matter, email is really the best way to be sure that you get hold of me, oddly enough, in a timely fashion. I've got email constantly open under the circumstances that a student, for instance, can't get in to our Google Meet. And so it's an opportunity for me to double check on students who I need to help kind of problem solve through getting into our Google Meet, and reassure as well. So our daily agendas, as it says here, are posted as announcements, and I'll show you that momentarily. So we've got a calendar here, quick access to the class announcements. Our syllabus is available, and so let me show that to you. So it's all printed within the syllabus tab, but you also have access to it, although you may not have access to it. You might have to request access just by clicking the link. Okay. Let's see here. And again, all necessary information. My prep periods are listed, and my locations when we're face-to-face. When we're virtual, most of the time I'm going to be in room 196, but ultimately that doesn't matter to you. You would have difficulty getting into the building. So there's that. Going back to the home page, the calendar is where your students can sign up to meet with me about their writing, and really any concerns that they may have. I've had students come to meet with me about, not like pressing personal problems, but occasionally pressing personal problems. And I'm willing to, talk with them, meet with them, and help them out in terms of contacting the appropriate guidance counselor, and various other matters. So the conference times begin tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock with my open office hours. And so the student will go to calendar and click that link. And there's a location here that states that until we can meet face to face, I will send students a meeting link. So students should not wait until 7:59 tomorrow morning to sign up for a conference time to meet with me, because it's a challenge for me then to be able to send them a link on time. I need a little bit of advance warning so that I can send them the link for our meeting. And our meeting will be through Google Meet. And if it turns out that there's some sort of a problem for your student with Google Meet, then we'll address that problem. We live, and I recognize this, in a world of uncertainty, and I'm trying to help you and your student negotiate this world of uncertainty as best I can. But there are a lot of things that I do not know, and I'm not I'm not afraid to admit when I don't know something. So again, I ask that students not sign up for a session at the very last minute, and this expresses, can I move that? I can, yay. This expresses when students might sign up. It says slots available 1, and I'm not sure, so I need to edit that. So that's where students go. They just go to their calendar and sign up for a time. AP Lit students, however, also have to share me with English 11 students. So that's something that you ought to be aware of. So let me go back to the home page and move this again. Class announcements, syllabus. So this counseling course, that's our social emotional learning program for the students. But this Kingsman Nation is going to be valuable to you. You ought to be looking at it. I can't tell you how many times I've been on my own children asking them what's going on at their school. And so often, I get a response that many of you are probably familiar with. I don't know. And so by following along with this Kingsman Nation, and you can access Kingsman Nation, it indicates here that you can contact the front office to make sure that you're getting it via email. And you don't have to be reading it all the time, but if you have a sense that something should be coming up soon, check out Kingsman Nation and figure out what's going on. And I can try to help you figure out stuff as well. But again, I don't have all the answers, as you're going to see momentarily. So going back again to our page, our announcements. And this is an announcement that I made for you specifically for Open House. Yes, it does say that it's delayed, but so if this is the first Open House session that you're viewing, there is a welcome video from Mr. Gallagher, and I'm going to be, you know what? I'm going to have to link this video. Yeah, I just realized the disaster of how to figure out delivering this system to you, but I'll figure it out. You'll get it before 4. So it's just welcome, a little bit of an address to you. I am a parent. I'm an imperfect parent, and I'm an imperfect teacher. I'm not ashamed to admit either one of those things. I try to be the teacher that I want my own children, to have. And that means, both tough, rigorous, but also building relationships with them. And certainly we're going to be addressing relevant material. So throughout the year, AP Literature was originally designed as a British literature supplement. College Board itself, who I've worked with for a number of years now. I'm an AP reader of 4 years. I participated in the pilot scoring with the new rubric in January of 2020. So I've got some insights into College Board's thinking sometimes. And in terms of the development of the AP Literature course, their goal is either to have a representation of American literature or British literature. And that depends on what students have received in their other courses. And so because they receive American literature at Penn High School as a junior, what we're supposed to be looking at is primarily British literature. It doesn't have to be only British literature, but it should be representative of a wide range of authors, time periods, so on and so forth. I'm aware of your concerns. A little bit of just lots of different bits of information here in these these numbers. I've got dates in here, and I talk a lot about the things that I don't know. The SAT, for example, I don't know how we're doing the SAT here at Penn High School. You may have better insight than me on how Penn High School is planning on handling the SAT. But I do know that that deadline happens soon for registration. And ultimately, I know a lot of schools are kind of postponing a need for an SAT score this year. So, again, there's so many unknowns, and I'm trying to help you negotiate those unknowns as best I can. So the syllabus will address the things that we're reading this year and kind of our units of study. If you have questions about any of those things, please feel free to reach out and contact me. And I provide you a little bit of my background and where I'm coming from. A couple of moments in here also that are additional bits of information for you. Some of the quotes and themes that we're going to be dealing with are linked here where it says e-copy. And then further on, some of the work that your students have already done in these first few days that they've been with me. That'll be linked there as well. If you have questions, please get in touch with me at any time. Send me email. I'm still trying to catch up from when I dropped my daughter off to her dorm. I do have a daughter who went through the application process last year. She's our first child to go to college. So I've got, a little bit of insight into that. I'm here for you, and I'm here for your student. Please know that. Thank you. Have a great evening.